By the way, if you're the critical drinker watching this, I hope you know that this movie was very necessary. In my opinion, this should have been Toy Story 4 rather than what Toy Story 4 actually was. To me, at this point, Toy Story 4 might not exist. LOL. It's like Stranger Things where it should have been season 1, 2, 4. That's it. Instead of, the like that should have been how Stranger Things should have been done, and the actual season 3 and season 5 that we got 2 seasons later should have never existed. If you guys know what I'm saying, which I hope you do. So let's get right into this episode. Okay, guys, after a month off the air, today we are back discussing a brand new movie, which is Toy Story 5. The movie picks up just a few years after Toy Story 4. We get a brief recap that Jesse is still the leader of the group, and Woody is off doing his own thing with the Lost Toys group. Here in the first 20 to 30 minutes, we see that Bonnie is one of the few kids at her school or amongst her friends that still plays with her toys and does not have a tablet of sorts like everyone else. And so her parents decide it's finally time to let her have a tablet of her own. She immediately falls in love with it and quickly forgets about her toys, which is something they were not expecting. And so the whole time the movie is just trying to, make the toys relevant into Bonnie's life again, despite this new toy. And this movie really, after 26 years after her debut, this movie really has a focus on Jessie, and we learn a little bit about her and Emily. To some people, it leads them to believe that Emily is actually Andy's mom, which she is not. I'm just putting it out there. So yeah, it's pretty much that. And in this movie, we see we hear Bad Bunny's voice as just the pizza with sunglasses, which is quite the name for a character. I think the Jimmy Dean was like a very funny joke. The name sounded familiar because it's not only the name of a breakfast food, but it's the name of some sort of celebrity from the 20th century. Overall, I like this movie because it was way better than the fourth one. The fourth one was definitely a lot of filler and just a setup for this one. And this one actually had a storyline with toys versus tech, which is a very remnant issue in modern day society. I see it all the time, people discussing it, that, oh, kids don't play with toys anymore. All they care about is tablets and video games, which, heck, maybe could be the sixth movie. Who knows just yet. This movie also was very funny. It had its moments, a lot of puns, especially in this one, compared to the other movies. Alright, guys, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Like I was saying, this movie's humor was very driven on by puns. I swear, they made a joke out of everything. Anything they saw, immediate joke came out of it. It was very hilarious. Something I feel like is lacking in current Hollywood right now, which, says a lot, I guess. Um, oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about the army of Buzz Lightyears. I kid you not, it took me a while to get that these models were like new and modern because they had the ability to connect to Wi-Fi, and I'm sure had a bunch of other features. I don't know how it took me so long to get that compared to the old Buzz Lightyear, which didn't do as much, and apparently is also like a remote control helicopter of some sorts, which is pretty neat. And I wonder if they're actually going to make that into a real toy, because that'd be pretty cool if you ask me. Um, I like how even for the army of Buzz Lightyear toys, they kept the same voice actor. Like, it just made it so cool. Very full circle moment, because that's what they did when there was the other Buzz in Toy Story 2, the one with the blue belt, if you guys remember that. Oh, I found it so hilarious when they were talking of how the normal Buzz told the other Buzzes that Zurg is their father. Like, they all freaked out like at the same time. It was just so hilarious, I gotta admit. What else did I want to talk about in this movie? Oh yeah, Andy and his family aren't in this movie at all. Not even like in a flashback like in the fourth movie. Um, so yeah, there's that. Bo Peep has a small role in this movie, and so does Duke Kaboom. I was very excited to see him back because he was definitely the highlight of the fourth movie. But he didn't have that much screen time. He did a few things here and there, but nothing too extraordinary like the fourth movie. I like the whole thing about Buzz and Jesse like trying to have a romance, but Buzz, like, I don't know, he's just like I don't know, it's like he doesn't man up and talk to her, which is something a lot of people could relate to for sure. And then eventually they do get together in the middle of the freeway, which is like super dangerous. And then, they get married. Pretty nice ending. I'm one of those few people that shipped Buzz and Jesse more than Jesse and Woody, because I just feel like they had way better chemistry past Toy Story 2 and 3, and obviously Toy Story 4. I also found it very funny that the like little clamshell GPS toy almost said a bad word and got away with it, but just ended up saying "ah" instead, because why not? I feel like the executives maybe did that on purpose because they know people say that instead of ass nowadays. I don't know, just small detail out there for sure. Okay, guys, I think that just about wraps this episode up. I'll see you guys next time, most likely reviewing some other movie. I haven't decided which one I'll be seeing next, but be on the lookout for the next episode. But before we end this episode, I want to address the elephant in the room. How Taylor Swift got the end credit song in this movie. I'll be honest, I did not hear it like the day it released. I wanted to wait until I saw the movie, and I did. So I heard it. It was pretty good. It sounds a little bit like self-titled, a little bit of Fearless, Taylor Swift era, which is an era I greatly appreciate by her and really enjoy. As you guys know, I'm a big Swiftie, so yeah. So, I felt like it was definitely a nice inclusion for sure. You know, with the whole Western ragdoll vibe with Jesse and all that stuff. Very fitting for sure. Overall, that's all I have for today's episode. Goodbye now.